Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this episode, we're going to be playing around with the injectors once again. Stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell. With that being said, let's get into it. Alrighty guys, we got to sort out this really rough idle and pretty much everything to do with the injectors. So hopefully we can get that sorted. If not, we're going to go back to stock injectors, and if that fixes it, then we know it's obviously the injectors and something is wrong there, or they're just too big for what I've got, or my ECU can't handle the big injectors because there's not a lot to play with the stock ECU in the 2001-2002 FOS GT. So yeah, let's get into it. So I think I might have pretty much tried everything with the latency, but that was actually before I got the pump. So maybe we can change that now and see how we go. Okay, so it's getting late. It's nearly 9 o'clock, so I won't be starting up the car tonight. So I'll be doing more of the tuning tomorrow, and if nothing goes as planned, tomorrow night we'll do the injectors. So we'll swap them out for the stock ones. Now that we have pressure and pump and everything, I think we should be able to get more power out of it, because I have changed the timing as well. Remember guys, the FOS isn't a performance vehicle, so fueling, the timing, everything was just to putt around town. So hopefully we can get a bit more out of it. Alrighty guys, it's Monday morning now. I've got today off work. And last night I was just going back and forth looking through the tables of the injectors. I went through the cranking pulse width. Like, no, that's just for starting. And then I went to the latency, the injector latency. I'm looking at the numbers. Went and grabbed the sheet that I got with the injectors. I had the 0.5s wrong. I'll put it up on screen. I'll record it soon. But yeah, I had two of the 5 numbers that I have on there wrong. So I changed them. So we'll flash that in and see how we go. If nothing changes, then injectors will go back in today. So I think it's a little bit out of my reach for tuning them if that doesn't work with the latency. I think might have to go standalone if I want big injectors like that. I think like small ones, like if I went to like an STI or something like that, then yeah, it'd be okay, but probably not 1300s on a stock ECU from 2001. Alrighty guys, so this one here, my old tune, so this is the latencies. So I had the 11.5 wrong and the 16.5 wrong. This is the new updated where it should be. 11.5 is at 1.51 now. and the 16.5 is at 0.78. So those two around 14, not the ones that are surrounding it, are different. Anything above and below 14 is going to be different. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will change it, and we'll see. I'm going to flash it in now and we'll see how we go. So I'm just flashing it in. Also, this is the one that's got more boost as well. So if this doesn't work, then I'm going to go back to stock injectors. I really just want to drive this car around. I think I need to work on the tip in. I'll get the power off and I'll just reverse it out. Alright. Reverse. Rough as in gear. Alrighty boys, I think I've had enough of these injectors. I'm going to pull them out, put the stock one back in, tune to what I can do, the best I can do, and when it comes time to finally dyno tuning it, we'll get some injectors and get them in there. Hopefully the place that I take them, most likely Melbourne Performance, they can set them up properly and it will run properly. So for me to take it to a dyno as well, obviously need to fix all the oil leaks and everything, make sure everything's tip top. So get these other injectors in, play with the tune, get it best I can, then we'll clean up the oil leaks, and eventually when the lockdown is finally over and all good, it'll probably be 2021 by the time I get it on the dyno, but yeah, this will be able to enjoy what I can do on the road and not have it sit in the garage. So yeah, tonight I'm ripping those injectors out and putting the stock ones back in. I feel like we're going backwards, but I'm sure we'll end up getting better with the tuning as well, with the timing and everything and the boost. So not too fussed, just a little bit annoyed. I've had these injectors sitting around for probably 2 years though, so probably some older technology as well, but we'll get there. Alright boys, I haven't changed the injectors over yet. I have one last try with the flow and latency. Been reading some of the forums, so fingers crossed we can do this. Last resort is to go back to stock, which I really don't want to do, but if I have to, it'll most likely be in this episode. So I'm gonna get onto the laptop and play around with the flow rate and the latency, and I believe I need to get into the chip in as well. So let's do it. Alrighty guys, so I was looking through my data from a little while ago, and I've still got some errors that I need to fix within the map. So to do that, you really need to have stock injectors in. So I'm going to do that, and hopefully we'll tune everything else, and yeah, we'll eventually get back to injectors. Yep, I'm going to pull them out tonight. Really didn't want to, but I think I can get a bit more out of this as well. I was actually looking at WRX ROMs and stuff that it had. They've got like 550 cc's, and the latency on them are exactly the same as mine. So I think I've tried stock latency with the larger injectors as well, and it just ran like crap. So I think I need to go back and revisit everything and see how we go with that. Alrighty guys, stock injectors are back in. It was a bit of a bitch because they came apart and I won't be using them again, unfortunately. So we'll do what we can with the stock injectors until we know what's going on, like dyno wise. Still need to put the stock flow and latency back into the tune, so I'll do that tomorrow. It's about 11 o'clock now, so I'll head inside and go to bed. Alrighty boys, it's the next day, so what I need to do is prime the fuel system, make sure there are no leaks, and we'll get into the computer and flash in a new tune. Good, no leaks. We'll get into the computer and flash in a new one with the original flow and latency. Just copying over the original injector flow and the original latency from my very first ROM, so the original ROM, to my most current one that's got the boost set up in it, it's got the timing, it's got the fuel, so hopefully we should be good after that. So I've transferred everything over into most current one. I've closed down the stock one, so make sure I'm not saving into that. So I'll save this one. I'll do a save as. Go tuned. And we'll go stock injectors. I've got it set up so it's all done by date, so you can see which is my most current one anyway. Stock. Hopefully once I get everything else sorted, by the time we get around to needing injectors again, I would have figured out how to do it, and I might put it up on ROM Raider as well, onto their site, and ask for some help there as well with putting 1300s in. Pretty much everything else might sound stupid, but everything else is supported to about 800 horsepower. 800. The pump could flow up to 1000 horsepower. The weak point would probably be the block. It's an NA block, so I might have to get my hands on another block and then get it fully closed. But yeah, I think everything else should be able to handle 4, 5, 6, 700 horsepower. I don't know. I've been checking out all calculators and stuff. So with the stock injectors in, and I saw that I got up to like 98, 95, 98%. I should be hitting around 180 kilowatts. I'll be happy with that. I haven't been at 180 for quite some time in a car, so I might just build it up, get used to it, keep going, and then once I'm ready, I'll put 1300s back in. Alright, so it's flashed in now. I'm back into ROM reader. If you didn't know, you need to close down ROM reader to be able to flash, because it's using OBD. So, done that. Yeah, started up. Go check everything's not leaking. Alright, so the things that are different from last time when I had stock injectors, I now have the fuel pump and I have the boost, the map sensor. So should be able to tune it a bit better. Alright, I'm gonna start logging. Don't have much time at the moment, gotta go pick up Marley from school. I'll just do a little log here to see if the idle comes back down as well. Just before it was slowly coming down. It was staying up like at 1500. Injector pulse width. Still a bit. Alright, so we're sitting around 1000 now. Coolant is at 149 Fahrenheit. So much smoother. Yeah, so it's obviously got to do with the injectors. So yeah, we'll figure that out later. Got a lot more tuning that we can do. So much smoother. Alrighty guys, so we got the stock injectors back in. Just had it idling there and it was pretty good. Obviously we need a lot more work. Obviously we need to go out and put some load onto it as well and do some changes there. So that'll be next episode. So if you like this episode, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and the post notification bell to stay up to date with the build. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next episode. Bye.